Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Hey, can I start with a totally stupid story?
Yes!
Sure.
And now
Love
here is
those.
Rude Pundit's totally stupid story.
This isn't about me. This is a bit of this. So last night on Australian 60 Minutes.
Yes.
Did you talk about this?
Well, yes, the Cardboard
We haven't
King
yet.
talking about Trump being a bigger traitor than even we knew before yesterday. Yes.
Yes, but there was another detail there that that the Australian billionaire Anthony Pratt once claimed that Donald Trump, while he was president, asked his wife Melania to walk around Mar-a-Lago in a bikini, quote, so all the other guys could get a look at what they were missing.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the story about him being a pig and not
Right.
a traitor. Yeah, we have
Yes.
that. It's let me see. 13 is that? Yeah.
Melania, who was sitting next to him at dinner, he said, I asked Melania to walk around the pool in a bikini so all the other guys could get a look at what they were missing. Then Melania said back to him, I'll do that when you walk around with me in your bikini.
Oh,
Ew, I don't want to see that.
Melania's got a little
lip.
a little lippy.
Yeah.
She's got a little more, spunk in her than I thought.
Yep.
He hates spunk, but still.
You know, though, that the rotundity would be hanging down so low you couldn't even tell if he had a bikini on.
By the way, you know how you can't hear off stage? Like, I have to get the pay-per-view because I heard Hal Sparks doing Melania floating on top of a Roomba was one of the
was
funniest
very
things
funny.
ever.
Oh,
I
my
don't-
God.
I can't hear.
Yes.
I couldn't hear. Okay.
it was a sustained applause, so he sustained the bit. It was great.
Just out there, just milking it.
Exactly.
I know. It's just, you're right. It's another story about either what a complete traitor or just what a disgusting pig he is. Ugh. Do we have, give me 12. This is the other one while you brought it up, Rude.
He knows exactly what to say and what not to say so that he avoids jail, but gets so close to it that it looks to everyone like he's breaking the law. Like, he won't go up to someone and say, I want you to kill someone. He'll send someone to tell someone to kill someone.
God. Just such a mob boss, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that Roy Cohn, training.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
speaking of which, we were talking about the death threats to their own congresspeople and congresswomen's
Yeah.
wives to vote for Jordan. You said it best, Rude. You said even at the worst Democrats and disarray nonsense, Democrats don't on each other with the volume and vigor with which Republicans are on each other right now. I mean, oh my God, what a pack of Wolverines.
Oh yeah, and breaking, what was it, Reagan that said that Republicans should never attack Republicans, do no harm.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing to watch, and again, I've seen Democrats criticize other Democrats, but I've never seen the level of hatred between people of the same party.
Matt Gaetz and Kevin McCarthy,
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like they're going to punch each other if
Yeah,
they
it's coming.
ever near each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's like calling him a squatter in the speaker's office already because he won't get his out of the
After
office.
he kicks other people out of their office.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait. This is them laughing to McCarthy's face, talking about Jim Jordan. Hang on.
But let me correct the record. Jim Jordan is an effective legislator.
Laughing at him.
They're laughing at
Who never
To
passed a
legislate.
bill.
him. Right.
Is
Yeah.
about more than the
Yeah.
name on the bill. It's about reaching compromise and working long hours behind the scenes
Oh, is that it?
to get the job done.
Yeah. Oh, I see. He's like a condom. Jordan's like a condom with a hole in it. He's trying really hard. He's working super hard, but nothing.
Oh no! He's Gandhi. He's the Gandhi of the House.
Yeah, you said, wait, Jim Jordan, rape-enabling Jim Jordan actually said he needs to evaluate the package. I got to see the package. My God, can't he just go back to managing a Perkins or something? Yes, like I was saying, and then, now a day later, McCarthy's like, Tom Emmer's the guy.
Yep.
He literally said, he was in the room for all our successes. And right, I'm like, what the, huh? Which, nothing. You've done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to give Kevin McCarthy any credit for anything, but you do got to think there's a part of him that's sitting back and just like, oh man, yeah, sure, you guys, let's see what you can do. You know, after everything I had to go through to even get the speakership, let's see what you bumble f's can do.
That was the other thing that Jordan did on TV yesterday. Did you see that on Meet the Press? He's like, well, I don't know what's in that ethics complaint about Matt Gaetz, but it must be really bad for him to blow up the whole Republican caucus over it. I was like, oh my God, this just gets better every day, doesn't it?
Yeah. And this is and again, Democrats will resign rather than put their caucus through that kind of thing. I mean, right now there's an exception with Menendez, who should resign, but for the most part, Democrats will resign rather than force other Democrats to have to either defend them or go on the attack against them.
Right. Yeah, these stories are all just hilarious. So obviously Friday was the vote to no longer back Jordan as the speaker nominee. I love Jordan said, I told the conference it was an honor to be their speaker designate. Yeah, which is why you send death threats, is because you're just honored. And Representative Pat Fallon, Republican of Texas, Jordan remarks were very statesmanlike. That's what you think of when you think of Jim Jordan. You think statesman. Representative Mark Molinaro, Republican of New York, said the Ohio Republican was classy, which is the first thing you think of with a rape enabler. Yeah.
Sorry. There are a lot of words that come up, even some decent words that come up for Jim Jordan. Classy, not really in there.
Never.
No. And then the teeny tiny Speaker Pro Tem Patrick McHenry, who is literally this big, if you're watching on TV, says they'll hold a candidate forum today at 6:30 p.m. and a secret ballot for a new nominee Tuesday at 9 a.m. McHenry said we need space and time for candidates to talk to other members, presumably in the tree where he makes the cookies.
The cookies.
Yeah.
The pecan sandies.
Do the Republicans need a safe space?
Yeah.
Do they need a safe space they can go to so they can actually feel comfortable being Republicans?
Yeah.
Oh, bless their hearts.
Representative Rapey McForehead said, I think we just observed the most popular Republican in Congress knifed anonymously in a closed-door secret meeting, and it was the actions of the swamp, and I think it's really unfortunate. He's referring to Jim Jordan as the most popular Republican in Congress, because that's weird. You think he would have gotten the votes had he been actually the most popular Republican.
No. I think it's actually true that he's the most popular Republican in Congress, and this is the best he could do.
They're such cowards, though, that just the difference in their secret ballot and the one where it's just, oh my God, what a bunch of spineless treason weasels.
Stumblebums.
And think about how low you gotta go to be willing to do a death threat phone call for Jim effing Jordan to become Speaker of the House. It's like on the sort of hierarchy of things that might, you might be crazy enough to make a phone call to threaten someone over, abortion. All right, you think you're saving babies, fine. All right, you're making your death threats. It's wrong, but all right. Presidential stuff, maybe. But Jim Jordan is Speaker of the House? No, you're just scraping. You're just looking for an excuse to make a death threat at that point.
E.T. dying in the creek, gray guy with the yellow tie.
That
guy? Okay. You also said, I feel like we don't talk enough about Jim Jordan's epic comb-over. I guess he's used to hiding the truth. That's funny. See, that's funny. But you wrote a whole piece about the comb-over as a, symbol for cowardice. Go ahead.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor that's just sort of lying flat on the top of his bald head.
Okay.
I got a snort. I can't remember the last time I got a snort.
Oh my God. That's gold.
It's like when people post bad pictures of me, Jody, and then say something mean, like, just face it, you're old now. Shut up. Well, that's the female comb over. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm 42. Okay. Can I have the tinier of violins,
Sure.
Rude? Kevin McCarthy is still occupying, as I mentioned, the physical speaker's office. Even though movers were seen carrying boxes out of the office bearing McCarthy's initials, he's not in any hurry to leave. He has some leftover feelings of bitterness associated with being unceremoniously, canned. They'll have to force me out, McCarthy said, beneath a plaque that still reads Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. That's so sad. Yeah, and this is when Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz said McCarthy squatting there is peak McCarthy. To McCarthy, image and performance are always more important than reality. If they weren't, he might not be a squatter in that office. Oh, and remember the kind of move that Matt Gaetz did before when they were in the 15 votes for McCarthy. He wrote to the architect of the Capitol after the third failed vote asking when McCarthy would be considered a squatter in the office. And then he said maybe they can even make a pretend gavel for him to swing around as he clings to the memory that he was once a failed speaker for 9 months. Oh my God. And then Kevin McCarthy went on TV and I don't know about the rape stuff, but it must be really bad in the ethics committee for Matt Gaetz.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there is going to be punching before this is over.
Oh yeah, they're just. I love how they're just biding their time until that ethics report comes out because they know what's in that ethics report.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would be doing everything they can to shut Gaetz down. But if they just want to watch him dangle. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it really, I know it can't be said enough. It is just extraordinary what is happening, that we're going into, our third week without a Speaker of the House in the middle of an international crisis.
2 international crises.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a stupid way to run a body of Congress.
Yeah.
That it cannot function unless they have elected somebody to sit in this chair, and that they can't do any business. Most corporations can run if the CEO happens to go down in his private jet. They just keep going.
I just realized I blew the bit when I came out and said I've just been elected Speaker of the House. I have a little gavel. I should have brought the little gavel.
Yeah.
That would have been funny. I'm essentially a prop comic.
Gavel later. You'll have to play with your little gavel later.
Do it in San Francisco.
There you go.
Okay. Well, that'll be like 17 news cycles from now. But anyway.
I'm sure we'll be through 7
might
more
not have a
speakers
speaker
of the
yet
House.
in January.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I'm sure. Any of the trials have wrapped up by then? Maybe the New York one will have wrapped up.
He'll probably
by
have
then.
committed a whole new raft of crimes by then, Rude. Try to keep up.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He'll certainly have told people more secrets.
Yes.
Oh, you thought what I told that Aussie guy was interesting? Wait till you hear about what's going on in France. I don't know. He's just gonna.
I still don't know how you make $1 billion.
If I were gonna invade Poland, this is what I would do.
Yes.
Kind of stuff.
There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.